Okay, so you guys are saying OG.Seed. What does Toby and Misery have to say then?
Do you want to back him up, Misery, on this one?
Good. They need to enable the Monkey King more so than the Bristle in this time.
And they keep going. Mind control really low. The Fissure blocking him up. Mind control, that heal won't be enough. There's a couple of stick charges. Space from GH being created with his Impale, but Mind controls 2 more attacks from Z-Freak away from death. Mind control turns for another death pulse and some stick charges, but the first blood still goes the way of Pexu. Z-Freak juking the trees away from GH. He doesn't have the mana for another stun, but GH wants to keep it up. The Pexu continuously blinding lighting, making it difficult for Nigma to take this fight. He can. Now, Weeha's rotating over too, so maybe a denial to the Ancients is one play. GH doesn't have another stun of Valve. In fact, Z-Freak with the bonus damage from the totem, almost finding his opening, and now GH using the mangoes. Weeha will rotate down and find the kill. But top lane Bristleback might be hunted down right now. Kuro's trying to wait for the creep wave to go past. A Miracle and Phantom rush forward. Get the heartbeat going. The extra slow from the Ghost. And Bristleback will have a hard time moving through the tree, especially when Miracle destroys them. Gets in front and the sides. And Bristleback, left alone, goes down.
Yeah, I think
going on mid. Jesse. Lasso. Or the Fissure. Maybe Z-Freak's bought a little of extra time, but no, he hasn't. Weeha's still got the kill. And there's no rebuttal.
They just work around their side lanes, and then let the SF just either catch up in the jungle or whatever. Yeah, I see.
Kuro brought Weeha with the back of a double damage rune, and Ziba, he only just returned to this top lane. He'll respawn in 23 seconds, but we'll have to wait 40 before he can TP to the top lane. And Pexu's arrived as well. If you got a little extra... Well, if you had a creep wave, you'll probably be diving the Keeper of the Light right now. Even if he is playing under Dire Obs and Sentry. You know, he's pulling Chessie and Z-Freak down. GH even steals the Invis rune. Mind control's moved over. There's your first stun over on SF. Weeha getting some extra mangoes from a friend, so he's able to get that extra mana to move forward. Lasso making sure that SF will go down. And Kuro's wrapped around the backline too. Yashaka over on Z-Freak, so you'll have another Fissure pretty soon. They're still taking some time as Madara stunned up. Kuro wanting the distance before the 4th stack of Jingu is able to connect on him, but he can't make the distance against Monkey King. Pouncing forward, the Boundless Strike will connect, and Kuro will go down. That's a heavy rotation from OG. They brought everybody but the Bristleback to the mid lane to fight. And you've still got to chase GH, who's killed off Pexu's courier. Zibe feels like he's got an opening here, but they just wait out the Spike Carapace. One quick Impale, and GH will get some distance, but that's not stopping him. 4 Nasal Goo. Keep it maxed out. 2 Razors, and then 1 more attack from the Bristle. In fact, just the Core Spray will do the job. They're going to try and battle top lane Keeper of the Light. The Blind Light actually pushing the Harpy Stormcrawler back into Roshan because they couldn't get the quick damage to get the kill, but Pexu still goes down. Chessie, the stun's up and running. Kuro trying to get the distance, but the Requiem of Souls from Death finds the kill, but they're battling underneath the Bristleback, so it's Miracle versus Bristle, and Miracle's got 5 Cool Spray stacks up. The Fissure is there from Z-Freak to cancel the TP. I think Bristle had it anyway. But Team Nigma, they were already taking both the bounty runes on bottom. Yet still they decided to fight for the top one, and now Mind Control, who TP'd up, trying to help out. Madara with the DD rune just has to wait out the Ghost Shroud. Mind Control's waiting in the tree lines. A lot of 1 charges available too, but Z-Freak blocks him in with a Fissure. And the Boundless Strike will finish the job. Mind Control even losing his courier in all of this. Maybe Weeha can get a rebuttal as he looks over towards the Bristleback, Spike Carapace, any kind of extra spill damage. And Bristle will go down to Weeha, ending the 3-time killing spree. But that's only worth 300.
He felt like buying these smaller items would be better. Weeha in trouble here, actually. Doesn't
Nix
have
Assassin wants to come through the rear, the Will-O-Wisp, making it difficult for Wee to get away to safety. In fact, they just let it go. 4 heroes from OG assemble. The Observer Sentry sees Bristle moving down. Mind Control, however, that won't stop him from walking in range of the Will-O-Wisp. Fissure is gone. Necrophos just goes Shrouds, tries to tank the entire fight at the very beginning. Hand of God arrives from Chen, so they get a little bit more life, but still battling under this Will-O-Wisp. Reaper Sight is only used as an extra stun to stop Madara from getting that quick ulti out. Z-Freak, the Echo Slam, not really as effective against Miracle as you'd like it to be. He tries to go to work with this fresh diffusal play, but he needs extra space to be created. But the Fissure's continuing out, continue the stuns. Now Madara lets the ulti free up on the hillside. But all Nigma have to do is just get the hell out of that. The creep wave finishes the tier 1 tower as Weeha hovers around the edge. There's 8 stacks of sticky napalm on Shadow Fiend. He's going to burn so fast with a penitence on him. They break him down 9 stacks at the end. Weeha will still lose his life for the fight. And GH wants a little bit more. Miracle. He's on Z-Freak. He's got more miracles where that came from. Dodges Madara's strike. by the quick doppelganger away, and now GH can finally land these big stuns. The double stuns into the Spire Carapace, Monkey King, as well as Bristleback, dropping very low as Miracle has to get some extra space between himself and Bristle. Madara will still go down to mind control. Now these fights getting real scrappy as everyone just lets everything go and divides into 3 different parts.
Miracle still stands like tall though, top net worth, and Weeha again.
Yeah, he got a lasso. He keeps prioritizing going on this Keeper of the Light. This time Z-Freak's Fissure won't be able to help him, and with a haste rune from GH, he easily closes the distance to get the kill on Z-Freak. So a double kill for Weeha. Chokes up his 7th of the game.
They're gonna take mid-tower now. Peel is moving in.
Is Bristle dead?
Maybe.
They keep getting sticky napalm. The Will-O-Wisp, they'll catch 4 heroes of Nigma. They're trying to get rid of it. One more round of the pulse will do the job. And man, that Shadow Fiend's got no mana. Reaper's Scythe getting dropped down. That's able to get rid of the Bristleback. But they haven't finished the job just yet on Shadow Fiend. Weeha sticking with it, even underneath the tier 3 tower. He will fall to Keeper of the Light. Bakuro's trying to get revenge. His army's on the front lines while Madara battling the remaining 3 players of Team Nigma. To give mind control now his double kill. They really just like breaking the back line, Team Nigma.
Yeah, it's looking rough for them. I mean, it feels like the Coddle and the Shaker are just a bit outmatched in terms of their timing. Their heroes just don't do that much at this phase of the game. Shaker is this one Fissure, and against these heroes like Batrider and Chin and Nyx Assassin even for that matter, it's like there's just too much low cooldown spells, and these Coddle and Shaker just look they look pretty slow. It was like yesterday when we saw, I think they played Jakiro's Shadow Demon as supports, and it was kind of the same thing where their supports just gets ran at and they can't really cast their spells properly because it's too easy to play around their spells. So Coddle ult is definitely strong, but it has such a long cooldown. So when that spell is down, it's easy for Nigma to just go in.
Feels like Madara can't be that all-powerful force that he was yesterday. But they banned out his Ember Spirit. That was pretty heavily enabled by the Keeper of the Light. But this Monkey King, he got a pretty good start to his lane. He's still 2nd to the net worth.
The problem for them right now is that they're the ones who have to react. Like, you see Nigma even hitting high ground bottom, and they need to bring everyone back, kind of, to defend this.
They're just coming in. You just lost Zibe, however, but the Will-O-Wisp is good to catch mind control. Miracle just doppelgangers away to safety, and now with the Echo Slam, they're throwing everything they've got to kill off mind control. Hand of God will not be enough. And the flame break from Weeha was a little too late. Didn't pull him in time. And they're actually going to just walk into it. Arches, he's got his BKB up. And GH, not as powerful to try and stop this. He's trying to spike Carapace the rest of the damage from the rest of OG, but he'll still get raised down. So Chessie able to find this kill. But the flame break, they pushed him back, was actually past the other side of the fissure and into the waiting arms of Miracle. The defusal down Madara too. So hard to turn, so hard to move. They're covered in sticky napalm, are being defusal down, burnt out with mana. Madara and Z-Free trying to make it back to the safety of the fountain, but Weeha doesn't want to let him go. Madara's in the Firefly. But it's Miracle with his illusion that takes the triple kill.
Yeah, I mean, this game is a good example of Weeha just playing how he likes to play. You know, in their face and being able to dive. Having
Link
arcane
go
runes
again.
Yeah. Well, he's doing really well this game.
He's going to get chakra so he can get a couple more sprays out, but someone's got to get in there to get the last hit. And it's Weeha's tick.
Yeah, and this Bristleback is also not the Bristleback we're used to seeing, who has like Hood and Halberd and maybe Vanguard, you know, who's really tanky, who's hard to kill. He has 2 bracers and plate mail. You know, he's like if Batrider spells just chew right through him.
But Nigma, this is probably part of the plan for Kuro, right? Like, he let them have it. You can see the ban phase happen, and Nigma let him have Coddle and Bristles, the same opening that OG.Seed tried against Secret yesterday.
Look at the Shadow Fiend with 8 napalms on him. How does that happen?
What is the range of napalm is not that big.
No, we saw it twice now.
Madara's already done his jump forward, and he needs extra help from Pexu. Pexu will provide that, but now Batrider's also TPing in up to the trees. Phantom Lancer can't find him, but they find Pexu instead. Weeha will grab that kill. And allow Madara to survive, which is probably going to be as good, but Weeha... Oh, Z-Freak, at least he bought the Blink Dagger. That's one upside.
Yeah, but...
I'm not saying...
alive to use his spells now.
We're just trying to be optimistic. Meanwhile, GH is doing his own Ravage. A double stun on Bristle as well as SF on the top lane. Reaper side drops down and Bristle back. He's got no life. And Monkey King has got no health, no regeneration. Spirit Vessel's trying to control him up. You'll get back to the fountain. But this is just opening it up for Team Nigma to take the top lane. Alright, Hallelujah play from ES in 7 seconds. You may need your SF alive to make that work, however. Luckily, money will solve that problem. He'll buy back. Team Nigma, they're grouped up. Alright, Z-Freak, wait for it. This has to be big. They're all grouped up together. Fissure number one. He actually stuns himself on the Spike Carapace. Now the Blink and Echo Slam. Able to catch out maybe Necrophos. Shadow Fiend winding up the Requiem of Souls. They get the Rages and Mind Control will fall. GH underneath the Sentry Ward. Chessie doesn't care thanks to the BKB about the Spike Carapace. That's a hopeful race. GH is well far away from it. So with it, you get the kill on Mind Control, who's brought back and is already walking towards the top lane.
I think ultimately what this game comes down to a lot is the lane matchups for Nigma were much better this game, and it was hard for them to get the Monkey King lane and the Bristleback lane like at the same time.
Yeah. Like Coddle had to be like in 2 lanes at the same time to make things work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, so both side lanes are gone. OG still believe there's a chance. I can tell you there's 1%. I don't see it though.
Nah, me neither. It doesn't look that good when your Shadow Fiend has Strike Threats first item BKB in his base like this.
There's just no power for it all. At least gonna BKB. No Requiem of Souls. Standing inside the Wukong's command makes OG.Seed feel a little bit more confident, but no. Even Monkey King just pushed back out of it. SF is gone. This really is the game. GG is finally called. It took 26 minutes, but it felt over at 20. Maybe even a little bit before then. The Team Nigma. Very solid performance, very solid execution of their lanes, and